my beautifuls. My name is Corey and welcome back to my channel. This is a channel run by the Everyday Woman for the Everyday Woman, and today we are going to cook. Well, I should say the Crockpot is going to cook. I love Crockpot meals. You can throw them in, have them cook overnight, and they're ready to go. Or have them cook all day and they're ready to go. So I am making one of my favorite dishes tonight, making some chili. So the recipe calls for a pound to a pound and a half cooked ground beef, 2 medium onions. I hope you're writing this all down, ladies. So 2 medium onions. What I like to do is I cut one onion up and cook it with the ground beef, and then cut the other onion up to put in with the chili to cook. It's also going to call for 1 large green pepper, 2 cans of beans. I chose 1 chili and actually 2 chili beans. 2 cans of chili beans. Diced tomatoes. And tomato sauce. And as far as the seasonings go, what I like to do is I actually double the seasonings for my chili recipe from the recipe that I originally started with, because I love, robust, seasoned, flavored food. So, for my recipe, I'm going to be telling you what I use to double the amount, because it makes the chili a lot more flavorful than the original recipe that I was given. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the ground beef in the crock pot. It's already been cooked and seasoned with the onion. I am going to add in my green peppers and my onions. Okay, now that I've done that, so typically with crockpot recipes, you're going to, a lot of them call for water, but the chili recipe does not in particular, because most of the cans have juices in them already, so I just go ahead and dump them in. Okay, so for the chili beans, it calls for 2 14-ounce cans. And also for the diced tomatoes, 2 14-ounce cans. And then 1 8-ounce of tomato sauce. I'm going to go ahead and stir it up and get it mixed in first. Give me 1 second. Alright, now that I've stirred in and mixed in the veggies and the beans and the tomatoes and the meat, I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. I'm going to start with garlic powder. So, the original recipe that I was given to use calls for a half a teaspoon. So I'm actually going to use a full teaspoon of garlic powder. You can also use minced garlic or garlic cloves, but for the sake of easiness and time, because this is a life hack channel, I'm going to just use the powder. And it calls for 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, but I'm going to go ahead and use 2 teaspoons. And then it calls for a half a teaspoon of ground pepper. So I am going to go ahead and use a full teaspoon. If I can actually get it open. Okay. And it also calls for 1 teaspoon of dried basil. So I am going to use 2 teaspoons. And then it calls for 1 tablespoon of chili powder, which is definitely not enough. It's going to be very plain if you just use 1 tablespoon. So I'm actually going to throw in 3 of these bad boys because I like a little kick in my chili. Actually, I should say 3 tablespoons, not teaspoons. 3 tablespoons I'm throwing in, even though it only calls for 1. But like I said, I like a little kick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get that all mixed in. Now that I've got the seasonings all mixed in and, you know, mixed in evenly throughout the rest of the veggies and the meat, I'm going to add a little bit of extra flavor with some Frank's Red Hots. I love my Frank's. So I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons to give it a little extra flavor and to give it that final touch. Actually, I'm going to add in 3. 3 teaspoons. And mix that in. Now, before you guys freak out on me, I'm going to give it a little bit of a taste. The meat is cooked and everything's cooked in here. Alright, I'm going to get this on the warmer and heat it up. And we will have a delicious, yummy pot of my chili. So thank you guys for joining me in cooking with me tonight, even though it wasn't much of a cook, it was more of a prep. But hey, that's the life of a busy woman, and sometimes you need to just do a quick crock pot meal since you don't have time to cook everything. And it comes out delicious anyway. I would say time-wise, from start to finish, if I wasn't videoing this, it'd be about 20 minutes from prep to ready to go and be heated up in the crock pot. So it's a quick 20-minute throw together, and you're ready to go. You can throw it together in the morning, have it cooking while you guys are at work, and have a nice meal to come home to for you and your family at the end of the night. So guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me again. I love you all, my beautifuls. And until next time, eat and be merry. Merry Christmas, guys. One last thing I forgot to mention, if you guys want more videos of me meal prepping, showing you what my favorite recipes are, and cooking and having chit chat, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel so I can give you more content like this. Again, my beautifuls, I love you, and until next time.